Good day, everybody. I just want to make a quick video about one of my symptoms, about the head pressure. I just want to know if maybe anyway you didn't experience anything like this that I'm experiencing at the moment. This symptom started last year, August. So that's basically almost 1 year post my first COVID infection. At that time, I was actually feeling quite alright. Like I was feeling quite healthy now. I wasn't having so much breathing issues. I felt quite good, and I was going to gym and stuff like that. But at that stage I was just gymming my legs, going treadmill and doing leg exercise because about 3 weeks or 4 weeks before the head pressure started, I had broken my hand. So I was only with a broken hand, fifth metacarpal, and so couldn't gym, obviously use my hands or anything like that. But yeah, it was late August. I was like standing in the shower, and like by my forehead came the sharp, very sharp pain. It was like stabbing pain, almost like a stitch type of pain. And I was like rubbing my head for about something like probably like 15 seconds, between 10 and 20 seconds to rub to get it away. And then it went away, and then instantly I felt this band wrap around my head, like right around. And it was strange. It wasn't painful at all. It was just like this pressure, almost like I was wearing a very tight cap. That's what it felt like. So at first I didn't seem phased about it. I took a Panado later on, just thought maybe I could break it like that. But next morning I woke up, it was still there, and I decided, okay, I'm gonna go to the doctor because it's strange. Now it's continuous. I've never had like a headache type thing for this long. So I went to the doctor. He said it was sinus infection. Gave me some pills, sinus infection. I think he gave me prednisone and some antibiotics, and then some Sinaleve, which is like a painkiller. It's like a hectic painkiller. So I took the antibiotic and then he gave me a Voltaren injection as well. Nothing worked. I left there. The Voltaren injection didn't work at all. Took the prednisone, took the antibiotics. After that didn't work, then I started taking the Sinaleve. I went back to him though, and I said, look, nothing's working, He said, okay, take the Sinaleve. That should break the tension. So I was like, okay, I'll take it. I didn't want to because I'm not a person who likes taking medication that much. Like, really, I do not like it at all. So I try and take as minimally as possible. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not in pain, so I don't think I should take this. But he said, no, I must take it. It'll help. So I took it. It's made me very drowsy, in a different world. It's very strong painkillers. It didn't work at all. But while I was taking that, I started seeing like pepper spots in my eye. Like when I looked around, it looked like there were stars even in daytime. And I was like seeing a lot of floaters and stuff like that. So I stopped the medication, and then that kind of subsided. But I noticed that I was still seeing these black floaters together with the head pressure now. So at this stage, it's like a month later, and I still had the head pressure. And then I was seeing floaters. Black floaters, like black half rings, like half moon type things, or like even it's like but that like floating around, but like multiple of them. And then my eye, just my right eye, my left eye was bloodshot. It was continuously bloodshot, and I wear contact lenses as well, so I could not wear my contact lenses. It was like hurting my eye. So this head pressure continued and everything, and then it didn't get better at all. I went back to the doctor. He was like, no, okay, so he thinks maybe I should go for a MRI just to make sure nothing serious is going on, because I told him, now I'm experiencing this floaters, I've got this bloodshot eye. Oh, and the pain was like going from my head. It was like creeping down my neck, like I could feel in my veins or something. It was paining, and it felt like sometimes it was like a wave in my neck. Of like the pressure going down. It felt very strange. But at that point I was also thinking maybe the medication is doing something. So yeah, I stopped that. I was experiencing some headaches that was coming and going, but nothing too bad. There's just the pressure that was like constant. It didn't stop at all. So then after that, I went for the MRI. I was like, okay, this is probably going to be bad news and everything like that. Went for the MRI, came back, it was clear. They told me, no, the good news is everything's clear. The bad news is they don't know what it is, because the MRI also said, that my sinuses is clear. They checked a whole lot of stuff. I think later on I will definitely read the MRI results, but it basically they said it's a normal scan, nothing's wrong at all. They couldn't find anything wrong. So after that, I just accepted, okay, now I'm probably fine, so I'll just keep carrying on with my life. But the pressure never went away. It just was constant. So I decided, okay, well, I've got this eye issue now, this bloodshot eye and these floaters. Let me go to I went to the optometrist first, and I said, no, listen, I'm having these symptoms and stuff like that. I just want to check if everything's okay. They looked at my eyes and said, no, it looks fine, but she said I must go to ophthalmologist. So I went to the ophthalmologist as well, like a week after that, and they done all these tests and they said, they can see my eyes a bit swollen or something, but other than that, it's fine. They took pictures or whatever at the back of your eye, your optic nerve, everything like that. They said everything seems fine, there's nothing really wrong. So they said if it was anything bad, they would have picked it up. So that they basically ruled out everything that's serious, that would be together with pressure head and everything like that. After that, I went back to the doctor. I said to him, no, but this is now like 2 months late or 2.5 months late. I said, this pressure is constant. I'm having this pressure the whole time. He said, no, it's probably stress now and all of that. So I was like, hey, it could be, maybe I'm just like overstressing or something like that. I'm not sure. But for me, it was like a physical thing that happened with a stab pain in the head. And then when I was rubbing it afterwards, gone, but then the band came around my head. So I decided, okay, well, I've gone through every test now possible, blood tests as well. Nothing was found in the blood tests. So I decided, okay, you know what? I'm just going to continue with my life, try and get healthy, eat healthy, everything like that. I was cycling still. My hand was fixed at that point, so I could gym and everything like that. So I just carried on. And yeah, so now it's a year later. And I'm still experiencing the head pressure. It has not gone away. It's been constant the entire time. I've not had a day where it's gone. It feels sometimes during the day that it's less severe than other days. I don't know if that's maybe just because I'm not focusing on it, or I've just become used to it. I don't know. The only thing is that the pain in my eye seems to have gone away, and the redness is still there, but it's like 10% of what it was, and now I can put my contact lenses in, so it's fine. I'm still seeing the floaters as well, but I did see floaters also before, so I wasn't so worried about that. I also was thinking maybe I'm just noticing them more now, but it's definitely since then there's been more. But other than that, there's nothing else really that's come of it. I mean, I've gone for additional tests since then, but I will talk about that in another time because it's different. It's part of some different symptoms. I just actually want to focus on the head pressure for now because I just want to know if anyone's experiencing it. I've still got this pain that runs down my neck every now and then, but it's also not as bad anymore. But the pressure, it just feels like someone is squeezing my head all the time. It's constant, never goes away. And nobody can give me answers to what it is. It's the strangest thing ever. They always tell me when I go to the doctor, they've tested for everything serious, so I mustn't worry. But I'm just like, it's not normal to have this kind of thing happen all the time. Especially, a year later now. I've had it for exactly a year. Well, not even, it's more than a year now. It's a year and 1 month that I've had this head pressure for, basically. And it's never gone away. So, yeah, I've done everything, taken everything. It's just the strangest thing. But I don't know if everything must be obviously connected, or maybe it's just separate things that's happening. I don't know, actually, to be honest. But that's my head pressure experience. Anybody else experiencing, let me know if maybe something also worked for you. But this is my own experience. This is like, I'm not a doctor obviously or anything like that, so I can't really give any advice, and I just want to know if anybody else is experiencing, so I can kind of relate to what is going on, because at this stage I don't know. I've been on other long COVID groups on Facebook, and they said a lot of people said that they're having head pressure, but some people describe it a bit differently. So I just want to describe my experience, see if anybody else experiencing the same thing, or if it came on so sudden in my case. But yeah, anyways, peace.